Hello and happy DieCember. How is everybody? It is Friday, December the 5th, 2025. Welcome to our weekly paper crafting live here on my channel. Got my Spellbinders apron on and I dug out my holiday pins. These are last year's. I still have my Olo pin on here too. But I got a new one this year. I got the gingerbread house. So I'm all bedecked in my Christmas apron. Christmas crafty apron. Wow, I can't talk. How is everybody? Hello, hello. I saw Christy said she's in her jammies. That sounds amazing. I say don't get out of them, Christy. I say if you're going to, switch from nighttime jammies to daytime jammies. Hello, everybody. Frosty Winter Wonderland of Canada. Oh my goodness. Sheila. Sounds cold. Let's see. Still trying to finish Christmas cards, Allison. That is awesome. Yay, Natalie's glad to be here. So glad to see you guys. Oh, first time here, Laura says. Nice. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Larissa says, loves the gingerbread house. Thanks. Me too. I actually got it a while back and it's been sitting on my dresser and I was like, why have I not put that on my apron? Okay, guys, so it is DieCember at Simon Says Stamp. That means it's a whole month focusing on my favorite thing, die cutting. So we're going to be creating a card today with products from the new release. Let me know what your favorites from the release are. In addition to today's project, of course, which is live tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central, so 8 Eastern, in the morning is day 2 of the DieCember blog hop, and I will have an edited video for you at that time. So please be sure to check that out as well. Lots of people say getting ready for the Jingle Ball. So you guys are getting ready to, Stitch, I really hope I'm not catching a cold. So sorry. So many new products. I love DieCember. Yes, me too. Favorite blouse. Oh, thanks, Susie. Let's see. I really like these tops. I actually have this blouse in like every color that it's made in. Because when I find something I like, I just go big in that. I'm like, well, if I like it, then I'm going to like it in every color. Working halfway through the blog hop, mostly crafting says. Deanna says, I've already bought so much. Christy says that's part of her problem. Oh, you two guys are still talking about problems? Like stash problems, crafting problems. Let's see. I'd much rather do die cutting than stamping. That's funny. Yeah, I know. Ethan was actually under the weather about a week ago, so I figured it was just working its way. I hadn't noticed that I was having a frog in my throat till just now. Let's see. I don't feel bad, so there's that. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around. We're going to talk about what new products from the release we're using. I have updated everything in the supply list here underneath the video on YouTube. There might be other things that get added. You never know, but I think this is a pretty good representation of what we're going to do today. We are going to make a snow globe shaker. There's an amazing new snow globe embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp, and if there's a snow globe, you guys know I'm going to use it, right? So let's see. I'm glad you... Oh, I'm so sorry under a pile of papers. I hate hearing that. Sandy says there's a throat virus that many of us are getting over. Starts with this, and it starts with a scratchy throat. I have heard that. Let's see. Give me all the dies I don't like to color. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like Vlogmas. Also, if you remember a few weeks ago, before I get into today's project, a few weeks ago when I did the title page for December Daily, and I mentioned maybe we would do like a little flip through on Fridays when I am live. I will do that at the end of the video. That way anybody who doesn't want to see that doesn't have to wait through that to get to that. But I do have it out. I haven't finished yesterday. I actually haven't finished the last 2 days. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to finish those up and show you guys. But I have kept up with, like, I have photos, I have my journaling. I just haven't put together the pages, but I've got a couple. So I thought I would do that little flip through, and then next Friday we'll also do a flip through. And that reminds me, I have updated my schedule through that first Friday in January. The only Friday this month I won't be live is the 26th, the day after Christmas. I have company here, and you know what? Vlogmas will have ended the day before. We'll have had Christmas the day before. I'm going to take that Friday off, and you guys can take it off too. So that's the only week, or Friday, that's the only, well, I guess it's the only week that I won't be live on Friday this month. Okay, let me get the right button here so I'm still on the screen. Okay, so today I've got all my pieces out here, and I wanted to do more of a wintry Christmas, so it doesn't really have red in it today. I know. I got my red on. I don't have my red in my paper crafting. And let's talk about really what's going to be the star of the show here today, and that is this awesome new embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp. It actually cuts and embosses all in one. I'm going to do it on camera. That's just my tester piece of paper. We're not using that. I wanted to make sure I knew how it worked and everything. So here's our embossing folder. It's a nice size, so I think it's going to be awesome for our cards. Oh, Christy, thank you for this super chat. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And here's a better look at what that looks like. Now, I am going to die cut this and do the embossing on camera today, because I think with the Simon Says Stamp embossing folders, a lot of times there are questions about how this works, you know, making it work well, etc. Just because they are a different thickness, they are pretty thick. And so I know a lot of you know this already, but I'm going to show that on camera because I do use the packaging as a shim. So that we're going to do here in a minute. What we are going to, I got little flowers everywhere. Let's move those. The base of our card today is this really beautiful eyelet background. So this rectangle is from the Eyelet rectangle frames. It's the largest size. I did cut 2 of them. One of them we are going to do our embossing and cutting of the Snowglobe for the front of our card. That means that it's going to be slightly smaller than A2 size. So when we put it on our card base, it'll have that nice white frame around it. But I love the decorative edge of this. Isn't that so pretty? And then this is Seafoam cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. It's from a release or 2 ago, and it's so pretty. It's a really, really beautiful, light, kind of minty, aqua-ish. It's not mint. It's a really pretty, soft, bluish color. It's seafoam. It really is seafoam. Okay. The other new products we're using before we dive into what I'm using from my stash, the other star of the show, and of course, I'm sure when you guys saw this, you knew I was going to have to use the snowman. This is the Snuggle snowman. He is adorable. I love all of the Simon Says Stamp snowmen. They are the cutest. So we're going to tuck him into our snow globe, and he is a nice size. He really is. So here's kind of all the parts and pieces for him, even the layering piece that goes back behind his face, which is nice. Then we'll do that last. We're going to use the Warm Wishes die, and it is actually a nice smallish size, even though it makes a nice big impact. Pointy pine sprigs, which are amazing. Corolla, you made it. We haven't even started creating yet. I love all of the greenery, like all of the greenery, but I think the holiday greenery has been especially fantastic this year. This is another good one. We're going to do a little Splendid snowflakes. I thought we just would have some nice big snowflakes on our card. And then there is an amazing new stamp and die set. This is called the Easy Strips Christmas, and it does have a new die for it. So you stamp everything. You use the die, which is all one piece, to cut them all out. And then, of course, we can pick and choose what we want to use. So we're going to use that as well. And finally, from the DieCember release, I am using a little moonlit snow embellishments inside of our shaker. Previously released products that we're going to use today, I am going to use the white Christmas text. I did notice it was out of stock. This has been my plan all along, and I didn't really feel like pivoting. So any kind of text is going to work, or maybe you already have this. It's not new. And then, of course, the Ho Ho Holiday Greens, which was another new product here a couple months ago, and it's one of my absolute favorites. And I think this is on pre-order right now at Simon Says Stamp. All right, let's see. I'm addicted to Greenery also, Monica says, yay. Let's see. Sheila says, I love all the snow people and all of the snowflakes. Matches my decor. I love that. Monica also says she loves the seafoam. Me too. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just kind of pop all of this stuff up out of the way for now. All of our cute little die cut pieces we are just going to pick up. And we are going to start with our die cutting today. So what I want to do is I want to put my cardstock in so that it's cutting like this. So this is the top of my cardstock. And I am just going to kind of look at this and see what I think. I think it's going to be all right. I think that looks good. Okay. So let me get my die cut machine. And I am using the Spellbinders Platinum. What is the difference between pre-order and out of stock? You can just get the order in. Liz, yeah, you can place your order if it's a pre-order. If it's out of stock, they won't let you make a purchase. Pre-order means that they've already, put their order in for it. They're just waiting for it to arrive. So out of stock means they haven't reordered it yet. You can sign up for notifications, and notifications, no matter where you shop, are great because it does let the business know that there is an interest in a particular product for them to reorder it. So for the Spellbinders Platinum, I use my Platinum Base A. I do use the platform top. I don't use my cutting plates at all. And then I place my cardstock in here just like this. Or my cardstock and embossing folder, pardon me. And then I take my packaging, and it's thicker than paper. You could also use a couple sheets of cardstock if you wanted to. And you can lay that in there just like so. And then we're going to run it through. And I have the My Turn handle on here, so it's hanging down low. Sorry, I have to move it closer to me. So it hangs off the edge of my table. Oops. Let me roll it all the way through. Let's see. Jen said she had to go through a couple of email notifications before she got her hands on the white Christmas background. Yes. All right. So I'm going to pop this up and out. Just like this. And here is our cute little frame. So fun. Okay. Then I notice I forgot something. Man, right when I think that I am so prepared, I need some acetate. Sheila says she keeps missing that one. And really, any kind of background, text background will work, but, I love it. And so I did. I had an argument with myself about whether I was going to use it or not. And ultimately I was like, no, that's the one I want to use. So, okay, let me put my, I'm trying not to make such a huge mess today. Ha! Good luck with that. Oh, Enable Vision. Yes, I did get a notification. Yes. Okay, Teresa says she did get a notification today from Spellbinders about the Classic Tales book. It's available. That is correct. So my favorite book set of all time, Classic Tales from Spellbinders, back in stock. I also got the notification telling me that my Merry Mugs die set, so if you were here for my mug cards where I use that, the gingerbread mug card, the Merry Mugs set is also back in stock at Spellbinders. So yay for that. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I've got some acetate here. And I'm actually going to, I don't always cut it, but because this has a scalloped edge, I'm going to today. Let me cut a little panel here. Like so. And we're going to cut another one of those eyelet rectangles from the acetate for our window. That was a lot of noise. Maybe it's not going to cut very good. Probably not. Okay. I don't usually cut these kind down. And in this case, probably shouldn't have. So, pivot. Here's what we're going to do. I am just going to cut it. And I'm going to cut it. Let's see. I think if I do this, it's going to be fine. Not everything likes to cut out of acetate very well. Corolla, thanks for the super chat. Oh, I'm so sorry you're under the weather. It's going around terrible. Hello, Donna. All right. I ordered a bunch of the new DieCember release items, but have no clue anymore what I ordered. Tabitha, you better go to your account and check that out. I've gotten to where I do that when I order from certain places, and I'm like, ooh, what have I already ordered? And then I'll just have to go look at my account to make sure I don't double order it. Okay, so I just trimmed down my frame, and I think it's going to be fine. What I'm going to do, and there is an eyelet border all the way around, which is going to show our adhesive, but what I think I'm going to do is put like some little gems. We're gonna sparkle this bad boy up, I think is what we're gonna do today. Let me pop out all the pretty little eyelet design, like so. Okay, before we do any adhering, I want to work on my panel just a little bit. Jen, I put the tissue paper that comes. Yes. Oh, that's a great tip. Yes, the tissue paper does help. Oh, it works so much better. I will try that. Great tip. Thank you so much for sharing. I hate die cutting acetate. I hate how it sounds. I really, really do. Okay, I'm going to take my white ink pad and I'm just going to try to touch that embossed area a little bit first. That's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. That does help. I like that. So there's that white pigment ink just on the raised area. Okay, now we're going to put this one together, or the front panel only. We're going to work on the back panel here with our background stamp in a second. And I'm going to just put a little tape runner adhesive here. And make sure we don't need that big, that long anyway. Just make sure that it's completely covering that opening. There we go. I'm still recovering from when I always trim. I haven't die cut with it yet. So if it's a shape, I usually try to. I probably shouldn't have even tried today, but you know, is what it is. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to frame up the snow globe portion. I don't want my shaker material falling all the way to the bottom of the card and getting lost. We are going to pop the whole panel up, but I am only going to be concerned about this as far as making sure that my foam adhesive is right next to each other. Okay, and then yes, it is going to show, I think, let me pull off my backing paper. We're going to curve this around the edge, but it's going to show through those eyelet little die cut areas. Sorry, man, come on, Nicole, words. Whoops. But I think that's okay. We'll see. I might put some little gems in there. We may leave it. To be determined. All right, I'm going to do this one like this. And we're going to curve that around here. Just don't want it to go outside of the eyelet shape. Put a little foam down there so it goes nice. And it will be fine. Yes, it's always fine. So what's everybody's weekend's plans? Keep me updated. And since you guys are my paper crafters, let me know. Are you watching my Vlogmas series, and are you liking the addition of a little bit of the paper crafting? I would like to know. Okay, good deal. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside. I'm not going to peel off the rest of the backing paper quite yet. Crafting. Oh, thanks, Monica. My hair's clean. Every time you guys tell me my hair looks nice, my hair is clean. That really should be a hint to me, shouldn't it? Son's basketball game. Oh, I miss that. I love, love, love basketball. Fun. I have Christmas shopping to do, Jenny says. Me too. I actually have children to track down. I'm loving Vlogmas. Love your Christmas and the crafting. Good. I'm so glad. I'm actually... Okay, so who's been here since my scrapbooking days? It's really giving me... I mean, I'm enjoying it because it's kind of got that scrapbooking vibe for my December daily. I do enjoy it. I knew I would, but I kind of am surprised at how much I've been enjoying that part of it. Oh, Christmas tree lighting in your little town. I love that. I love the vlogs. I'm here for the paper parts, but I may start scrapping again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to probably start scrapbooking again, but I am enjoying having a record of what I'm doing. I really am. I meant to set up my vlogging camera to like catch behind the scenes, but I forgot. So next week, that's a next week thing. All right, so I'm just going to put my white Christmas background here, and I'm going to ink it up with my white pigment ink. This is going to be inside of the shaker today. And I just want a little something. We're going to fill it with those moonlit sequins. So I don't really want a lot in there, but I want a little something. I like a little text. What is the glue you use at Vlogmas? It's the one I'm using today. It's down in the description. It's the glue press. It's this one. All right. Aw, thank you, Natalie. I am too. I've thought this multiple times, not like December daily or Christmas time. I wish I had a record of my crafting projects. Believe it or not, I don't remember everything I make. So, okay. It's really, really light, but it has a little bit of that white text on our seafoam background. It's not showing up super good. I would think I should have done it in my Misty so I could stamp it more than once. Do I want to redo it? Not really. I think that's a no today. I think it'll be fine. This is not the integral part of our card. So, what we're going to do now, I think we are going to... I finally bought myself a little Christmas tree for my craft room. Nice! Binding the last of the 8 quilts you made for Christmas gifts. That's awesome. All right, use Pinterest. Yeah, I'm not good at that either. And then part of me doesn't care. There's so many that I don't know. It's a back and forth. I don't think I would ever keep track of my cards just because that's crazy and too much for me. But for a lot of my other projects, I wish. Okay, we're just going to add some snow over this. And we're going to let that dry for a minute before we put our shaker together. Mostly Crafting says there's no do-overs. We're doing this live. This is correct. I mean, there is more paper. The great thing about this, there's always more paper. So, you know, if it messes up, you can just start over. Or you can scrap that and completely change what you want to do. That's the great thing. Making candy favor boxes this weekend. Your IG shows. That's true, Sandy. My Instagram does have a good record of that. All right. I have found, though, there are some projects that have not gotten posted. I used to be very diligent and posted everything, and I still post most everything, but there have been a few things here in the last like 3 to 4 months that I've never posted. And it's just, I think I've just been too busy. I would like to, I'll get them posted eventually. I do have a list, so that there's that. Love the bloopers. I'm glad you like those. Okay, let's put together our, whoops, we don't need that. Let's put together our little snowman. While our splatter is drying, and I'm going to get all of his pieces out. We're going to do a little inking because I can't leave anything plain. I think it's just against my crafting. You should post a fashion. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I don't know about that. But thank you. Let's see. Okay, I think I have everything I need for him. So, his little hat pieces, his little scarf pieces, and of course his face. Now, I decided to cut the face piece from my orange. And then we're going to replace the eyes. I put the Pretty Pink Posh Onyx Pearls on my list, but these are the Spellbinders Fashion Jet self-adhesive pearls. They're literally the same size. They're just self-adhesive. Had to put aside my stitching, frustrated by counting errors, gone on to sewing. Some oversized hot pads. Nice! Yeah, sometimes if one thing's not working, you just gotta pivot. Now I do that too. So we're gonna take a little flannel ink from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to make sure I'm wiping off a lot of the excess ink on a little scrap or my microfiber cloth or whatever, paper towel. I'm going to add a little bit of this flannel. I'm going to tap some off. It's going to be very light, which is what I want. And we're just going to go in here and little circles down near the base where the shadows naturally would be. Teresa's waiting for Pup to be ready at the groomer. My boys went yesterday. They needed it. They were stinky. And now they're all clean and cute. It won't last long, but for now they're great. I still have my Christmas pear sitting in a corner thinking about what they did wrong. Tabitha, right? It happens. I have some projects like that. Some of them no longer live here. I'm like, you made me fall out of love with you, project. Oh, okay. I'm going to do a little bit for the arms. Doing all of this before I start adhering. It's pretty simple. There's not tons of little pieces for this, which is nice. Okay. Oh, you know what our snowman needs? Some little light pink cheeks, don't you think? I didn't even get out my ink. Let me go grab, let me see if there's any on here. Actually, my brush is out here. No. All right, let's see. Kennedy Grace, sending you all my thoughts and prayers. Enjoy your weekend, and then I will be thinking about you and praying for you next week in your surgery. Okay, we're just going to do some little pink cheeks here. Oh, that's going to be cute, cute, cute. I should probably zoom in a little bit, for this part. Christy, it's okay that you haven't started your Jingle Ball projects. I have 2 that didn't get done this year, and I'm all right with it. I've decided I'm okay with it. I don't care. I'm going to go, and I'm going to Jingle Ball and have a good time, and that's all there is to it. All right. Oh no, was my glue? I need a new glue bottle probably. We're going to try though. Oh no, it's still got glue in it. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to just tuck one little arm underneath the side. We're going to do the other one right here. I just love him. I love his little arms. You don't see a lot of snowmen that have little arms like this. What kind of dogs do you have? Oh, Shih Tzus. Yep. Little Shih Tzus. They are truly my pride and joy. I love them. My actual human children say to me all the time that the dogs are my favorite, and I tell them, yes, they are. Mostly because they don't talk back to me or do things that I find questionable. Or if they do, I just am like, well, they're a dog. And they don't know better, right? Okay, so there's layering that on. I'm not going to do it yet, but we are going to finish his nose with a little glossy accents in a bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give him some little eyes. Oh, no, Sharon. It's so hard to find a groomer, isn't it? I lucked out. this groomer that I found when I moved here is literally my favorite groomer I've gone to over the last 20 some odd years, I guess 30 years of having a dog that needed groomed. By far, they are fantastic. And even my favorite groomer wasn't there yesterday. There's several groomers that work there, and all of them do a great job. Isn't he fun? I just think his little chubby, chunky arms are so fun and cute. Okay, I have a little ocean ink here. And we're going to ink up his scarf and hat pieces. So my goal for my card, or my goal, not necessarily my goal, my thought for my card today was a kind of wintry monochromatic-ish. It's not monochromatic. I know it's not monochromatic, but it's a lot of icy. That's what I want to say. Icy colors. So icy blues, lots of neutrals, little pops of green for our greenery, but we're not going to do any additional color for snowflakes or berries. They're all going to be in shades of ivories and whites and glitteries and all of that kind of thing. Tabitha, your sister quit on you as a groomer. That just seems wrong. I'm just teasing. It's so hard. It's like going to a new hairdresser, isn't it? These are the two things I lucked out when I moved here. Dog grooming and hairdresser. Both first people I went to, I am still with. Doctors, not so much. Doctors, dentists, I've changed all of those. Just kind of funny. All right, we're going to lightly ink up our pieces. I'm going to start with the Audrey blue pieces because those obviously are a little darker, so I can go in with a little bit more ink. And then whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to lightly hit those seafoam pieces for the hat, the layering pieces. So there at the bottom, a little bit here at the top. Tabitha, you placed another one? Did you check to make sure you didn't have it? Mostly Crafting says, keep your hairdresser, keep her. Yes, I followed her. She quit the salon. Oh, I was just going to use what was left on there, wasn't I? She quit the salon that she was working at, good grief, the salon she was with, and moved out on her own, and I followed her. She's amazing. Even my daughter, when she comes home from Colorado, we'll call her and be like, hey, can you get me in? And she does. I mean, obviously if it works for her, she does. But it's so nice. She's amazing. My hairdresser went on maternity leave and is a stay-at-home mama now. Oh, you miss her. When mine went on maternity leave, she was still with the salon that she was at, and so they kicked me out to a couple of different people, and it was okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. It was okay. I was ready for her to come back. How about that? I was ready for her to come back. I was surprised I didn't order them already. Oh, you had a gift for being a good customer. Don't you love that? It's like free money. How much more can I spend then? For sure. I love it. Okay. Let's get some little tweezers out. Changing doctors is called practicing medicine. Yep. Not been super thrilled. And I think I'm going to look for a different one for another one too. I will say though, when I had my knee surgery, that first doctor I went to, horrible. Went to the second one, and he's the guy who did my surgery. 100%, if I ever have to go back, I'll go back to him. He was great. As long as he's still there, I guess. He was great. But that first guy, what a joke. And I'm not even kidding. I'll just flat say that. He was terrible. He was terrible, gave me bad advice. All the things. I drove 1.5 hours for a doctor now to have A steady doctor. Doctors and PAs locally only stay 3 years before. Yes. It's hard. Okay. Let's get his little hat together. I got his scarf on. You guys know I'm a sucker for all the little scarves and accessories. They all need to accessorize, right? A cute snowman. I love snowmen. Okay, so what I really think would be cute is like a 5x7 card, and I think maybe you might be able to get 5 across, but have them like in a little rainbow of cute little scarf attire. Wouldn't that be adorable? Or the other thing I thought would be really fun would be to get a piece of paper and do a frame and do some sort of a framed art with the snowman. I think that would be cute too. The stitching detail on the scarf is, yes, I agree. It's really, really cute. Okay, let's give him his little hat. Oh, he's adorable. So fun. I do not think I put this on very good, though. Hold, please, while I change that. There we go. I moved it down just a tad. That looks better, doesn't it? All right. So we have a few other things to work on. Am I safe to put my glossy accents on now? We're going to. Oh, Nikki, a pinched nerve in your back. I am so sorry. That is the worst. Let us know what you find out. Sharon's, yes, when you have so where we lived before, we had the same doctors, and I think that's what's so hard, is I was really comfortable where we were. They knew us. I liked them. When you called, you got good service. It'll be all right. All right, the glossy accents is going to help make that nose stand out a little bit more. And what I'm going to do, just going to take, if you had it like a toothpick, I don't want to run and get one right now, but that's normally what I'd use. But you can use your little piercing tool. Just make sure you clean it off, just to make sure that I filled in all those little areas. Those scissors are trying to escape. Okay, we're going to pull our background back now and our frame, and I'm actually going to pull all this off. Oh, I'm so glad you like my Tim Holtz snowman art. I'm really loving, okay, I was going to say I'm really loving all the Tim Holtz things. Now, I already love them all. It's not like I didn't. However, I have been really inspired lately to create a whole bunch of things. I've got some more projects coming too. I just have been in a zone where his stuff is really speaking to me. That's what I want to say. Okay, we're just going to peel all that off for now. And just in case I need to make any little adjustments, we're just going to dab some liquid glue on our foam. It's going to give us a minute to shift things around just in case. Like just in case you lose your sequins that you were going to put in your shaker. I'm sure they're here. There they are, right underneath. Danae says with hardcore on the Tim Holtz fabric. Same, girl. Same. All right. We are going to go in. That was probably a little bit more than what I actually wanted. Let's just put a few back. Eyes were too big there. Let's go back. I want it full, but I don't want it so full that they can't move. I think in my mind, I didn't think this was as many sequins as it is. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to take our background. I'm going to make sure I can see my text. I doubt you guys, I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe a little bit. Just make sure it's going the right direction, especially if you stamp in a darker color. And we're going to line it up. Just like that. I'm afraid of flannel fabric. I don't know why. Oh, I love it. I kind of was too, Tabitha, but I love it. Oh, I love that sound. Don't you guys? The snowman nose isn't dry yet. It'll be fine. We're not going over there. All right. So we are going to work on, we have lots to work on before our snowman. We're just going to move him. I too needed Tim Holtz fabric. Ha ha ha, Christy, you need it. It's so good. What brand of ink do you use for the cheeks? I use the Simon Says Stamp Pastel Pink. This is my favorite pink. Anytime I ink cheeks on anything, this is the one I use. All right. So we're going to take all of our greenery pieces right now. We also have some cute little flowers. Let's kind of see what all we've got going on here. We're also going to glue together our sentiment. So I'm going to start with the greenery things and our sentiment first. And what we're going to do, let's do the sentiment. Instead of die cutting the shadow, which is going to give you that solid piece all the way around, here, I'll find it just as a little reminder and show you guys the actual die. So if you do the shadow for the die, it's going to be solid. And I often don't love that look. I'm really particular about when I use that. So instead, I die cut the actual sentiment once from Audrey Blue cardstock and once from some gold cardstock. Christy and Tabitha, it's 100% good that the two of you don't live near each other. I am afraid of what the enabling might look like between the two of you. And what I want to do is I want my sentiment to be this blue color because I'm kind of focusing on that icy color, but I'm going to have the shadow for my sentiment be that brushed gold so you just see that little hint. And by shadow, what I mean is I'm going to offset it just a tiny little bit so you see that gold just a little bit over there to the left of the letters. This is one of my all-time favorite little hacks for greetings, titles for scrapbook pages. This is not anything new. I have been doing this for years. Anybody remember my scrapbooking when I used to do that? I almost always did it too. I just really like that look because I think it helps make your sentiment not look quite so flat. So we're going to put a little glue on the back. And we're going to very carefully lay it out here. And just pop it up a bit. All right, there we go. Oops. Look at that little tiny touch of gold. And what I like about that, I am actually going to stamp and emboss our little sentiment strips in gold today. And some of the berries on our berry branch, I've also die cut from that same gold. So we're going to pick up hints of that throughout some other elements. So I'm just going to lay that there for now. Hi, Libby. Scrapbooking, man. Some days I really do miss it. Libby, we used to scrapbook, didn't we? Lots. All right. I'm going to take a little pine ink now, and we're going to shade our greenery. Thank you, Sharon. So I'm just going to ink this up. And I have chosen a couple of colors of Concord and 9th Green cardstock. I think we've talked about this every video where I've used Greenery, that I'm really loving their colors of green. I also love Palm and Pesto from Hero Arts, if it's still available. They're similar. They're very similar. So I really think I tend to gravitate towards this kind of color combo. And we just want our greenery to have a little bit of dimension. So I'm not totally covering it. I'm kind of just trying to go down the center and a little bit out onto the petals, add a little bit of shading. Just a tiny bit. And we're going to use the pine for both the light and green cardstock colors. Kennedy wants to know, in your December daily, will you do it more than just in December? Not right now. Right now, I only plan to do it this December. Libby, sometimes I want to start again too. I'm kind of doing a little December daily, and it has ignited a little interest. A little. I just don't have enough hours in the day. Sandy, the glue gun is called a glue press, and I've linked it down in the description below. It'll be kind of near the bottom of the list with all the adhesives. It's a My Sweet Petunia glue press. It looks like this. And when it's not in use, you can put it in the thing sitting up like this, and then you'll want to put your cap on it. On your glue, pardon me. Let's see. You made me... Is it you made me buy the book and pages? I'm really liking them. I will say I'm having a blast doing this. So while I don't have plans for anything else right now, you never know. We'll see. I watched your scrapbooking days. Did you keep all of your scrapbooks? Yes, I do have them. They are in totes in the basement, and I have not looked at them in probably 10 years. But yes, I do have all of them. They are in massive heavy totes that everybody in my family gets mad about every time they need moved because they're so heavy. Libby says, just got back from a trip. Yeah, that would be a perfect time, wouldn't it, to do a little memory keeping, scrapbooking. Okay, so I want to kind of play around with this first and see how I want to do my greeting. I already know that the pine sprigs are going to be a little too long, so I'll just cut them into pieces, which is nice. We'll look at that. Kind of figure out what side I want all of my fun little greenery to go on. And I think I may move it up a little so that this is more right here. We'll put our snowman in here in a little bit and see. Oh, that's going to be really cute. Let's do a little snip. Let's try that. Yes. Okay. I like that. Let's see what our snowman... Oh, yay! I'm so glad you've been watching Vlogmas. They are heavy. These shaker bits are from the new release, Danae. They are the Moonlit Snow. I really like these. These are pretty. Okay, so Mr. Little Frosty is going to sit right in here. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this so much. So let's glue him down first. Like so. Just sitting right there in the base of the snow globe. And then we're going to glue our greenery. And then we can add in some cute little neutrally florals and things here in a minute. And do that. Snow globes and snowmen. Yes. Give them all to me, Anne. I love all of them. Okay, with my greenery, I do like to do like a little tucking, and I like to kind of layer them so that they're looks a little more natural-ish. There we go. Okay, before we do that, let's work on this side a little bit. I think before we put our little berry branch on, let's go ahead and add all of our little berries to this. And I think I said I did gold berries, but I lied. I did white glittery ones. I have gold flower centers. Oh, I did put it in here. I love the greenery. Louisa says, yes, I do too. Oh, thanks, Susie. Let's see. Wonder if I cut enough of these. I thought these little frosty little berries would be cute today. Could you have put the snowman inside the shaker? Judy, I could have. So that's a good question. A lot of times I choose not to put them inside the shaker because I don't want the shaker bits all over in front of their face. It's really just a personal preference, and it always, for me, is dependent on the card. Sometimes I put them inside, sometimes I don't. Okay, I think I'll be happier that I did that before we glue that down. The greenery is a nice contrast to the minty green blue. Thank you, Laura. Okay, so just want to hold our sentiment here. The warm is going to slightly go over the bottom of the snow globe, or that, pardon me, the glass part of the snow globe. Wishes is going to be kind of positioned on the base of that snow globe. And I like to kind of hold it here so it gives me a guide for where to put my greenery, because I really want the letters to kind of cover up the ends so it looks like my greenery is all tucked into my sentiment, basically, or back behind it. I bought this snowman, Louisa said, and so glad I did. I know, he's so stinking cute. I think you're going to love him. The key to the greenery is to not put too much glue on your pieces. That's going to give you a lot more ability to maneuver them where you want them to go. Whoops. Or smear the glue all over the acetate in this case. Darn it. I think it'll be hidden, but that's just fantastic. There we go. And that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and glue this down. I like the color contrast of the greens as well, Anne said. Thank you. Donna, I'm so glad you like the colors. Is the word warm slightly arched? It probably is just from the cardstock, but I'll fix it when I put it on my card. It's just because it all cuts as one and it's really kind of loosey-goosey, you know? There we go. And that little W is not wanting to stay put, so I'm going to use my tweezers just for a minute to kind of help secure that. If I end up with too much glue, I just dab it onto my hand. I do too. All the time. I walk around with glue on the backs of my hands so often. Sometimes I'll be getting ready for bed and I'll be like, why is there glue all over me? Sometimes it doesn't come off super easy, which is funny. Okay, there is our little greenery. Let's get our snowflakes and some of our, let's just dump all the rest of this down here. And let's see where we want to pop everything. Thanks, Anne. I came in late. The snowman is from Simon Says Stamp. And I want to figure out where my little snowflakes are going to go here. I feel like we're going to do one, yes. So I'm going to have this one hang off the edge just a little bit up here. Like so. Do you have a problem with your glue press clogging? I have one on order and I have read mixed reviews. Sometimes, but it's usually my fault. I think it clogs more the less glue that is in the bottle. However, I have found that it clogs the worst when I've left it like this and I've forgotten to put the cap on it. So if you're walking away when you're done crafting, sometimes I'll leave it on Friday, come back on Monday, and I'm like, oh, dang. I would say when you're done working with it or making your cards, etc., make sure you put the cap on. But when there's a little less glue in there, that is when I have found that it clogs the most. But I use the fine tip nozzle, and it has the little, you see that little needle in the cap? So this should keep it unclogged. You just put it in here like that, and that's how I keep mine all the time. So that kind of helps keep it unclogged as well. I would highly recommend getting that fine tip nozzle. Oh, thank you. They are really pretty snowflakes. I say that and now it's not. I need a new bottle of glue though. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of my live. I probably should just go put a new one on, but we're just gonna not. Try to use up every little bit of glue that's in here. Tabitha says it's always her fault if it clogs. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. That it's really my fault. So I'm tucking this last snowflake into that greenery just a little bit. Like that. And then we've got some pretty little florals I'm going to add in. And remember, I decided to do them in the ivory color. It's going to give us a little bit different vibe than white, but without adding another color in. And Tina says she always keeps a long pin handy for when she needs to unclog hers. Yep, I always have pins as well. I don't have to use them for this glue very often, but it's handy to have some for sure. Embellishing is fun, Monica said. Donna loves her glue press. It is, yes, it's one of my favorite tools. I would agree. I should probably take that off. So we're going to assemble some little flowers, and then we're going to figure out where we want to put them. And I did do little gold centers for those. That was that gold I was talking about. Anne says her birthday is in January and it would be a great card for a January birthday. I love doing snowman cards for January birthdays. Yes, great idea. Love the added snowflakes. Thank you. I'm glad that I didn't go with what I originally thought I would do, like some smaller type of snowflakes, but I like those big ones for a big impact. I think they're kind of add a fun touch. Okay, it's time to tell me what your favorite product from the DieCember release is. I would like to know for future videos what your favorite, what you'd like to see. I'll confirm, or I might confirm. How about that? If I already have a video for it, or if it's coming tomorrow, or next week. But I would love to know what you guys' favorite product or products from the release are. Okay, I also have some little gold-ish flowers. I don't know that I want to add those. I think we're going to just stick to maybe just these little ivory ones. I think that's all I want to do. The wreath ring. Too many to choose from. Love the celebration die plate. The stitching set, Nikki said. I love the felt dies. Donna and Nikki are going to be happy tomorrow. Ha ha! There, I confirmed. Love the snowman, a bird flourish. Love all. The golden and black splatter, 100%. The snowman and the birds. I like the freebie snowman. Me too. So cute. The bird with the flourish. Yes. The birds were absolutely fantastic. I agree. Okay, we're going to do a little... Frank's going to alert us that there might be stranger danger. I mean, I'm so glad that he's on the job. Maybe UPS is here. Anybody else feel like they've been getting deliveries every day? Anybody besides Tabitha and myself? Love the die set as well. Sharon, I do too. Yep, okay, that's good to know. Not sure how to decide. The stitching bird, the bird with a flourish. Love I read that one. The big tag, yes. Oh, hello, Ian. The felt dies. Yep, we're going to do the easy strips here in just a minute for the rest of the sentiment on our card. I agree. I loved those. We're going to tuck a little floral in there. Okay, I like the little addition of the florals, and I think not going too big is going to be good. After seeing this card, I love the scallop frames. They are a great basic. I think they could be used in so many different ways. I'm always a big fan of things that can be used any season, anytime. I love the hat on the freebie snowman. I do too. I use stranger danger now that I heard you use it. Yeah, he always hears everything. And so we just always, stranger danger. I'm going to do little gems in those little flowers, I think. I think any of the die cuts are too big. So let's take a little look at what we're looking like now. How fun is that? Okay, let me get all these little pieces out of the way. And let me grab some gems before I forget. I didn't have those out because I wasn't sure, but I definitely want to do some gems. And we want to use these gold ones. Like this, I think. And let's just choose a couple of these little teeny tiny gold gems. My favorite gems from Spellbinders. I love every single color. And I love, love, love the sizes. These little teeny tiny ones are my absolute favorite. There we go. And that's just a great little finishing touch to those tiniest blooms. Okay, that's all we're going to do with that. Hello, Carla. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like this card. Now, we need that little sentiment strip. I did save this to last. So what we're going to do is move this stuff out of the way. You know what? Before we do that, just going to go in. No, I don't like that. I lied. Let me try again. It's going to add a little highlight. I don't know that I like that either. Okay, I lied. No highlight. It's live. Nicole's deciding live when she doesn't like things. All right. We need our Misty. And we need our stamp set. Now, remember, this stamp set is going to cut all of our sentiments at once, or it's going to stamp them all, and then the die will cut all of them at one time. So we're going to end up with lots of extra sentiments that we can then use for other cards. You will likely see some of these used on some of those cards and things that you've mentioned, or products you've mentioned. I'm going to make notes of all of that because I would like to try to incorporate, especially things that have been mentioned more than once. Thanks, Louisa. You like watching me create live. I like doing a live because there's not that editing portion of it. Okay, we're just going to prep our white cardstock with a powder tool. I know on the white you can't see that, but I really want to make sure that I get the best embossed area as possible. We're going to ink this up with clear. The snowman is a must-have in my opinion. He's stinking cute, Judy said. He is cute, Judy. I love him. There's hardly a snowman out there, though, that I don't love. I am a sucker for all of the cute snowmen. I'm going to I've not inked this stamp before, so I'm going to definitely ink it again before we add that embossing powder. Make sure we take our time with that. Okay. And then I have a little antique gold embossing powder, and that is going to help draw in, just add to the rest of the gold in our card, I guess is what I want to say. Carla collects snowmen. How long does the editing process take? It depends on what video it is. Card videos, if it's just a single card, not as long as if it's something that's more intense. If you're talking floss tube videos or Vlogmas, it's longer, a lot longer. It takes me almost a half a day to do all the editing for those. Card videos, basic card videos, like this card even, probably would take me 2 hours, 2.5 on a good day. But there's also other things that go into that. Obviously the photography, that adds time too. Setting up the shot, taking the photo, editing the photo. I would say at a minimum 3 hours. Usually 4 or 5. I've got the Vlogmas ones I can do pretty quickly, usually. It probably takes me an hour and a half. If there's a lot more stuff, it takes me longer. I feel like I'm missing some right there. Oh, I don't think I stamped that very good. No, I did. Okay, so I have a little over stamping. And before I heat it, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to, with a dry paintbrush, and I'm just going to try to remove that as Frank alerts us that there might be strangers around again. And we're just going to heat set this. There we go. Making a card with the Spellbinder Snow Day Kids Die and the Life I Can't Find the video. It was a live. If you look in the live section, Sherry, it should pop up for you. How did the new dinner recipe turn out, Liz? I'm going to put the link to the recipe in my Vlogmas today. So I made these creamy garlic mashed potatoes with caramelized onions. So good. That's all I've got to say. So good. Absolutely incredible. I think it was it? Well, I don't want to tell you the wrong website, but absolutely worth it. In fact, shared it with several people last night. Let's see. Louisa, you're really maximizing all the new Simon Says Stamp product. You know what? Sometimes it works out where things just work together. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Okay, now that this is heat set, going to make sure it's lined up. We don't want anything getting wonky because I want to use all of these if possible. And we're just going to do that. And we're going to put it in our die cut machine and run that through. It's going to make a terrible sound. And now that I've got my arm workout in for the day, fantastic. There's all of our little sentiments. And which one was I going to use? Not Wishing. because we already have wishes in there. I thought I wanted, not from all of us, maybe it's still in here. Oh, I liked With Love at Christmas. Warm wishes. I thought that might be kind of cute. So there's one that would be kind of cute. I kind of like this longer, Thinking of You at Christmas. I like that one a lot. Warm wishes with love from our family to yours. That's a good one too with this, I think. Warm wishes, have a joyous holiday would be cute. I just like the length, I think, of one of these. What do we think? Do you ever use Cricut SVG cuts? No, I don't have a Cricut. Liz loves potatoes, loves garlic. Yay! Yeah, it was really, really good. And you make the potato, I've never done this. You make the potatoes in the crock pot. You put the potatoes and the garlic in the crock pot and let it slow cook. And it was great. It was so easy. I just caramelized the onions and then popped them in, mashed the potatoes, seasoned them. So good. Okay, we're going to do With Love from our family to yours. Let's see. And then we'll put it on our card base. Ta-da! Oh, it turned out really cute. Oh, I love that snowman so, so much. And I have a giant pile of sentiments that I can now use on loads of other cards. I need all the help I can get with cooking, Louisa said. Yes, Donna says her crock pot is her best friend in the winter, makes dinner so easy. Yes. Oh, poke out the dot. Donna, I am so glad you told me. That would have driven me crazy. Every once in a while, I will see later after I photographed something that it's still there. Thank you, thank you. Do you see any more? Let me know. I'm going to grab a card base. Let's see. No Cricut, but does the cut and scan work good if you don't have dies? Yes, but I don't think I've used mine in over a year, believe it or not. Susie, the Vlogmas videos are edited videos. They're not lives. Yes. And anyway, anything I do, the replay is always available. But yeah, all the Vlogmas videos are on my channel. So you can catch those anytime. There's a whole playlist for this year's videos. Okay, we are just going to pop this right in our white card base. And I'm not going to do the greenery, but the snowflake at the top, I'm just going to snip that excess off. And it's so cute. Super, super fun little snowman shaker card. All products from Simon Says Stamp today. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a ding dong. I'm so glad I didn't glue this down. Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm a professional card maker. You guys, oh my word. Bless my heart. I was like going to open it and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. I generally glue my bases down and I would have been so mad. We're going to now that I know it's on right. That way I don't have to worry about that popping off. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that is our card for today. I did promise I'd show you my December daily. So, I'll show you what I have so far. Let's just move this guy out of the way. And I need to save all of these. Minus my hair. There we go. Susie says, been there. Me too. Oh my gosh. And I had one card that I didn't even realize I had done. And I went to mail it here a few weeks ago. And I went to open it. And I'm like, what in the world? I just cut it off and glued it onto a new card base. Okay. So this is my title page. We did this in a live a few weeks ago. Just really cute. And it kind of sets the tone for my album this year. I liked this collection from Simple Stories. And I will, now that the video's over, I will make sure I link to that down in the description of this one. Well, it's not over yet, but when it is. Here is my, and I'm using all pocket pages for my album. All different ones. But this is my day one. Let me zoom out since we've got an album and it's a little bigger than our card. Let's see. Murphy's Law is my middle name. Yes. Haha. So cute. Love this card. Oh, I'm so glad, Judy. Enjoy. So I just kind of showed like on the first day of December. This is a great time to mention this too. I put a photo of my Tim Holtz scallop snowflake rosettes. This would have been a blooper in an edited video. There is a promotion going on. I think it's still available. You guys tell me if it's not. If you buy $30 or more of any Tim Holtz branded product from Simon Says Stamp, you get that snowflake rosette free. So that was just my day one page, kind of cute. My day two, I did a 2-page. So I have part of my album on here, all my journaling, and then I did a bunch of little photos and other little doodads and all that kind of good stuff on this one. I love the pocket pages. This is December 3rd. I did put my photos in. It has a fold out page here. I did bigger photos because I wanted to really see the bows. But I need to add everything in. And then I haven't done yesterday yet either. So I'll be adding yesterday and no, I'll be adding the 3rd and the 4th and today here pretty soon. But just wanted to show you guys. We'll do another check-in next week. Knowing I have to show you guys helps me be consistent. Will you put the link to your little printer in your supply list? Judy, I would be happy to. And it's a fantastic little printer, whether you want to do an album or not. So it's so, so good. But yes, Judy, thank you. Let me make a little note. Okay, anything else you guys need me to add? I'm going to do printer. All right. Did I miss anything while I was chatting and creating? Do you have any questions for me before I let you go? Where is the video you did for the bow maker? Have not put it up yet, Allison. I will try to get that edited. And if I don't get it edited, I might include it in a Vlogmas episode. If you're watching Vlogmas, I thought I would hit it in there too, but I do need to do an edited version of, or I need to put up my edited version of that. Judy, you're welcome. Did I miss anybody else? I need the Steamboat Mickey dies, Carla said. They are so fun. I love, love, love them. Do you sell your cards? No, I don't. All of my cards, for the most part, that don't get sent to friends and family, and really at that, my friends and family are lacking, I give and send out to my Patreon members. Oh, good. Susie just received her bow maker set. I'm so glad. You will love it. It's an invaluable tool. Do you have a favorite of all your crafts? Uh, I like them all for different reasons. And I think it's just kind of like anything. Like sometimes I like one thing more than another. I don't want to even say like. Sometimes I feel like doing something more than others. Oh, good. Monica bought the bow maker. I know things that I probably won't do. Like, there are some things I've tried in the past, and I'm like, that's not for me. And my friend and I were talking about another craft the other day, and I was like, that's not for me either. But right now, I'm very happy with the ones I do. Obviously, the card making is my job, but it started out as something I love, and I still do love it. I'm just lucky I can do it as a job. But I really, sometimes I'm really feeling the paper crafting. I've been in that zone for a while. And then sometimes I feel like the cross stitch. But right now I would say I really have been loving my paper crafted projects. And I have really been loving quilting, like sewing some things. I have some really fun sewing projects that I'm loving. How do you join your Patreon? The link is in the description. It should be up at the top. I will double check to make sure that it is. Different crafts for different moods. Anne says, sewing was never for me until you. Oh, well, Tabitha, thank you. Tabitha, you have far exceeded me. Those bags you make are amazing. What was I going to put? Oh, yeah, Patreon. If I don't make a note, there's a 0% chance I'll remember. Can Canadians be Patreon members? Yes. I send cards anywhere. So what I do for Patreon for certain tiers, right now there are only 2 tiers for this because I just can't do unlimited cards. Because even at this, there's generally, I would have to make at least a card a day, and that's just not, I don't think anyone could do that. So there's 2 tiers that get cards right now. They are capped. I don't think either one is completely full. I don't think. But during your birthday month, I send a card. It's not necessarily a birthday card. It's just a card. Yay, got Chantal's bow maker a while ago. I love cross stitch. I love cross stitch. It isn't that I don't love cross stitch. I just think it's because the projects that I am really, really eager to do right now are sewing and card, and there's some paper crafting things. It's just that season, I have ideas for those things. I have one cross stitch thing I'm very eager to share. So that will be in Vlogmas for sure. And I stitch almost every day. It isn't that I don't. It's just, I think the things that I am anxious to make during this season are in those other areas. Monica, love that you do it for a job. I do too. Sometimes I complain. You ask my family, do we have any felt stitching coming up? Crafty asks. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern. Yes, we do. Do you have a blog with your... Oh, Tabitha. She's asking Tabitha. Tabitha, do you have somewhere? Or do you just share on your Instagram? Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. Okay. Susie says, this is exactly how I feel, Susie. She says, I get in the zone with one thing and keep going, and then I change it up a little later. 100%. That is me. Can anyone else attest to that too? I think that for sure. Yes. Is there more than one Nicole? No. No. And I would gladly give away the parts of my job that I don't enjoy. But I have to find someone who knows how to do it and do it the way I want it done. That's the problem. And it's all managerial. If I could just make stuff all day, every day, I would be the happiest person ever. But editing the video, I don't want to do. I'll voice it over. I just don't want to edit it. I don't want to edit. I don't want to do supply lists. Look, I don't want to put my stuff away. I just want somebody to clean up after me and edit everything. Okay. I run a craft department for a local store, so sometimes it feels like it's my job. Yes, 100%. Um, okay, you guys, thank you for joining me. I will be live next Friday for another paper crafting live. I appreciate you. Replay crew, thank you guys so much for watching the replays of these videos. I appreciate you all so, so much. And you guys, if you're jingle balling this weekend, if you're a cross stitcher and you're jingle balling, I believe the jingle ball opened up about 36 minutes ago. Am I right about that? Yeah, I think it opened at 3 Eastern. Shopping goes live at 7 Eastern. Don't miss out. You know you want to shop. Okay, love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly love sharing creativity with this amazing community of crafters. A special thank you goes out to my wonderful Patreon members. I appreciate you all so much. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you'll find the link in the video description below. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do and enjoy exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra perks. There's something for everyone, and we'd love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.